Hello, YouTube. How we doing today? Welcome to my official Sawmill Horde walkthrough. We're going to discuss preparation, tactics, and equipment to begin with, and then we'll get right into the meat of actually taking down the Sawmill Horde. Tip number one, the Sawmill Horde is a late game story mission. So if you do not have the actual mission to come and clear this horde, it might be a good idea to wait until you do. It can be done. There are no consequences for doing it early, but also there's no real benefit to doing it early. It's not going to hurt your story. You're not going to bug the quest. There's no need to worry about that. But you don't get anything special for doing it early either. Just bragging rights to say that you did, I guess. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is preparation. I highly recommend that throughout the game you are unlocking crafting recipes by clearing ambush camps. I highly recommend that you are unlocking Nero injectors by clearing the Nero checkpoint mobile medical units. This will make sure that Deacon is as powerful and as well equipped as he can be. Also, along the lines of preparation, I will link my hidden loot location videos. There are spots scattered throughout the game where you can actually pick up grenades, Molotovs, attractor bombs, pipe bombs, the military proximity mines. There's all kinds of spots all over the game where you can pick that kind of stuff up free. There's no crafting required. You don't even have to have the crafting recipe. You just go to those locations, pick up the items, and you're ready to go. So I'll link that in the description so that you can prepare properly by gathering up all the loot that you can. I also recommend that you come in full up on your crafting materials. Plenty of gunpowder, plenty of kerosene, all of that fun stuff for making bombs and Molotovs and things of that nature. Okay, so that's preparation and the initial tips. The gear that you want to have. The technique that I'm going to be showing, gear really doesn't matter that much. I highly recommend that you at least have the Chicago chopper. You need to at least have the chopper. The MG45 will work if you don't have the chopper. The RPD will work if you don't have the chopper. But ideally, you want to have either the chopper or, if you've unlocked it by this point, the MG55. Any of those are fantastic, but the chopper will do if that's all you've got. And most players by this point in the story should have the chopper. I also recommend that you bring these items with you. You will want to have the SMP-9 with a suppressor on it, and it's a good idea to have the BFG with a suppressor on it as well. These are for handling random spawn enemies and stragglers and taking them out quietly in case a breaker or a reacher or something spawns here, or some wolves or something. You can take them out quickly and quietly without alerting the rest of the horde. Again, along the lines of preparation, as you can see, I have filled up on absolutely everything. I've got not only all of the items that I can carry, but I also have all of the crafting materials that I can carry. All right. So there are a couple of ways to do this. There are some nice explosives scattered here and there that you can use. Over on the other side of this building, there are some nice little traps that you can use. And over here, off to the back side of this place, back toward the highway, there is a nice little wooden bridge that you can use. You can plant mines all along this bridge and lead them to this bridge, and then you can also kind of kite them down this bridge here if necessary. Those tactics work. Using the traps and stuff over here by this building, using that little wooden bridge, they work. But the absolute most effective method is using this train tunnel back here, and that's what we're going to be showing today. This train tunnel will allow you to funnel them into one tight spot where you can just mow them down while they're coming to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant traps all along the route to that tunnel and plant a few traps in the tunnel. We're going to lead them through our traps and mow them down as they come into the tunnel. Now, you will notice that they're all down here in this pit down there where the mass grave is, where this Nero death train has crashed. So they're all down there feeding in the pit. To get them down there, come in at night. Come in after 7 p.m. At 7 p.m., the Horde goes down there to the pit. And this way, once we get ready to kick this off, we can start by raining death and destruction on them from above. We're just going to throw a bunch of napalm Molotovs into that pit there. And that's how we're going to kick off the actual encounter. So, let's start placing our traps. Alright, there are 3 points over here, actually 4, because I like to put one over here just to create distance. I start with these military proximity mines, put one a little further in, about right there, between this log pile and this container here, but further back a ways. Now, where did it go? Did it disappear? No, I just didn't place it. Okay. Right there. Okay. Not up close like out here, because it may blow you up. Put it between the container and the log piles, but further back. Alright, now there are 3 points where they're going to split off. You have a nice tight spot right here, between this log pile and this cement slab. They're going to come up between these 2 silos, right here. And they're also going to split off this way, and you can get them between this boxcar and the cement slab right here. Okay, so that's the first 4 bombs that you want to place. Then we're going to run them toward this train tunnel. We're going to switch to proximity bombs. These are the homemade bombs. Put one a little further inside the mouth of the tunnel here, right close to this door. This door kind of forces a tight spot there where they're gonna bottleneck right there. Put one a little further back by this log pile right here, and one a little further back between this door and this box here. Now, you'll notice I've also got the motorcycle parked back here. This is so I can get to ammo at the saddlebags quickly and easily, and also, if necessary, I've got it pointed away from the Horde so that I can hop on and escape quickly if I need to. Alright. Now, the reason I space these bombs out so far, there is a tactical reason for this. You're not actually using these bombs to kill the freaks. You are using them to create distance. As I come into this tunnel, shooting at the enemies, we're going to be doing this, shooting at them as they follow us in. The ones who are in the lead will hit this proximity bomb, detonate it, and it will take out the ones that are in the lead, buying enough time for me to retreat and reload and get behind the next one. So that's the theory there. Just space them out enough that they will buy you time to retreat and reload as you need to fall back. Okay, so our traps are set. We've mined all 3 of these paths here. We've mined this spot right here in the middle, and we've mined the tunnel. We are ready to start the encounter. So if you come up here, you'll have a nice position where you have the elevation. What we're going to do, we're going to use a stamina cocktail and a focus cocktail first. This will give you increased stamina regeneration and increased focus regeneration to make sure that you don't run out of either at the beginning of the encounter. So we're going to go ahead and do the stamina cocktail and the focus cocktail. Now we're going to napalm Molotovs. I'm going to put 1 right here. Focus. 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll try to get them as they come up the stairs also. Right here. And right here. Now it's time to run. Okay. Get some distance. They're going to come through your mines that you have set. It will take out the ones in the lead, buying you enough time to refill your Molotovs and get your weapons ready. Okay, our Molotovs are now full again. We're going to keep going here, get some more distance. Get the chopper equipped. Lead them to the tunnel. Here they come. I would say another focus cocktail is a good idea. Now, we don't want to let them get close to the mine that we are standing on. Just want to take out as many as we can. Go ahead and reload. It is time to start backing up. Get some distance here. See, I'm just using those proximity mines to create distance, buying me time to retreat and reload. Okay, you get far enough away and they will actually stop chasing you. There we go. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and get to the bike. Sounds like I've got some stragglers flanking me, maybe. I can hear them off to the side. I don't see anybody, though. Okay, so we're going to fill up our ammo at the bike. And let's take a look at the actual health bar for the Horde. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we've already taken out quite a few, and that was just the first pass. There are also lots of crafting materials in this tunnel. It's another reason I like to come to this tunnel. Whenever I come to the Sawmill Horde, or when I come to the Sawmill Nero checkpoint to gather up materials, I also come to this tunnel here, because the tunnel contains quite a few materials as well. Let's go ahead and make another focus cocktail so that we can use this sterilizer here. And gathering these materials is also buying time for the rest of the Horde to retreat back down to the feeding pit. So that's another part of the process there. We want to give them time. The remainder of the Horde, we want to give them time to get back in the feeding pit. Okay. Now, I mentioned bringing weapons with suppressors so that you can take out stragglers and random enemies that spawn in the area. That's exactly what that's for. That way we can take them out nice and quiet without alerting the rest of the Horde. Okay, everybody's back in the pit. It's not really necessary, but it is a good idea to go ahead and redo your traps, just in case. There's one right here at the log pile, and one up front here by this door. By the door that's laying on its side there. Okay. Now, these military proximity mines, you'll be able to find plenty of these at those hidden loot locations that I mentioned. So, like I said, I will go ahead and link that in the description. And be sure you take a look at that video before you come to the Sawmill Horde, because you want to make sure you are fully geared up before you start this. Okay, and I could go ahead and craft one more just to put up here. It's really not necessary, but it's helpful. It's best to be prepared. Okay, now we're going to go back around the exact same way. This is basically a rinse and repeat scenario. Alright, use a stamina and focus cocktail to make sure you have increased stamina and focus regen at the start. Equip your napalm molotovs. 1, focus, 2, 3, and 4. And get them as they're coming up the stairs if you can. 1 here, 1 here, and run. Time to go.
Come on, is that all you got?
Okay. Get some distance while you craft more molotovs if necessary. Now, if the timing is right, you can also hit them with molotovs as they come this way. They come around the corner here, between these silos here, and as they come around the corner here. Okay? Get your chopper ready. I'm going to take out these guys in the lead first. I don't want them triggering my bomb. Oh, there's a straggler. Okay. Not a problem. We'll let the bomb deal with them. Focus cocktail. Reload. And now we're ready for them. And that's the last one. Sawmill Horde. Done deal. Alright. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this tutorial useful. I'll see y'all later.